What's up, you guys? I'm gonna be making smothered pork chops today, so I thought I'd share the recipe with y'all. You're gonna need a couple of bone-in pork chops, flour. It's gonna be about 1/4 of a cup of flour, some vegetable oil, about 1/2 cup of water, 1/2 stick of unsalted butter, salt and pepper, Creole seasoning, 32-ounce container of chicken broth, and 1 onion, and you want to chop that up. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so you want to go ahead and preheat your pan for a couple minutes, and then add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil. Make sure you evenly coat the pan with the oil. My onion has been chopped, and we're checking on the pork chops. Let's go ahead and flip them over. We're not trying to cook the pork chops the whole way. We just kind of want to get like a brown on both sides, and then we're going to remove them from the pan, and they're going to finish cooking in the gravy that we're making. Okay guys, once your pork chops have been browned on both sides, you want to remove them from the pan. And you want to go ahead and add your onions. As you can see here, I'm trying to saute the onions and remove all the bits and pieces of the, I guess you could say, grease that was left down the pan. All that is going to give you flavor. So you want to make sure you scrape all of that and mix it with the onions. Once your onions become translucent, you want to go ahead and add your 1/2 stick of unsalted butter and let that melt with the onions. It's gonna go ahead and caramelize the onions, and it's gonna give it a lot of flavor. At this point, you want to go ahead and add your 1/4 of a cup of flour, and you want to start mixing and stirring. You don't want to let this burn. What we're doing here is we're trying to create a roux, and that's a base to a gravy. So you're just going to keep stirring, stirring, stirring. As you can see right now, the flour is very light colored. So this is going to take about 15-20 minutes, guys. You want to keep stirring, stirring, stirring constantly. Do not let it burn. Like I said, guys, this part takes a lot of patience. You're going to be there a good 15-20 minutes just stirring and stirring. But as you can see, the mixture is starting to turn a darker color. I forgot to mention, you want to keep your heat pretty low at this time. I had mine set at like 3.5, just because you don't want this to burn. And I mean, you got to sit there and mix, mix, mix for a good 15-20 minutes. And you will see that slowly but surely your mixture will turn a darker color. Here you can see it's continuing to darken. This is about a peanut butter color, so just keep going. Stick with it, and you will see that it will soon be dark as you need it. There is my doggy Shadow. He likes to be in the kitchen with me when I cook. At this point, I think we've reached the color that we want. You see it's a darker brown. At this point, you're gonna go ahead and add your chicken broth. You wanna add it slowly, a little bit at a time. It's gonna become clumpy, so you wanna sit there and continue mixing. Keep mixing, 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 and stirring. And it's going to keep coming together, guys. As you can see, I added my entire container of chicken broth. And once again, I'm just stirring everything together. This is our gravy, guys. It is going to thicken up with the heat. So just keep stirring it. And I promise you, it is going to be worth the wait. At this point, you want to go ahead and add your Creole seasoning. It was about a teaspoon of it, and that's just to give more flavor. You want to stir that in there, get it all incorporated. Now you're ready to add your pork chops back into the pan. So go ahead and add them in there. You want them all covered up with that delicious gravy. Go ahead and turn up your heat to about a 5. You want to go ahead and get this to a low boil. Once it has reached a low boil, you're going to cover it and let it simmer for about at least an hour. If you can do 2 hours, it'd be good. I didn't have that much time. It was getting late, so I only did it for an hour. Here I am serving the delicious food. I served it with a side of white rice and corn. I added some of the gravy to the rice, and there you go. There's the finished product. Hope you liked it.